Hi, there are the Ninja reporters again, and we're still preparing our trip to Lucerne in September this year. So, Harjit, we're still planning to travel to Lucerne in Switzerland to be at the Workplace Ninja Summit, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It's really exciting. I was in Lucerne, not last year, but the year before for uh, Ninja Summit as well. And it's a beautiful city. It's not far from Zurich. It's you will land in Zurich, you will take the train to Lucerne, and then you have this beautiful city to explore and enjoy the conference as well.
Yeah, we talked already about what we are going to do. We have some the call for sessions is open at the moment. So if you want to speak, you can definitely submit your proposal to be there as a speaker. We will do a separate session on the traveling. So how you can go to Lucerne and so on. But today we want to cover Lucerne as a city.
Yes, absolutely. So there are several things. So if you can, show the map of, beautiful Lucerne. We're gonna be at the convention center called KKL, as you can see on the map here. It sits right at the edge of Lake Lucerne. It's a beautiful, beautiful lake. Beautiful water, green water, blue water, whatever you want to call it.
And it's really in the city center. So what you are seeing at a map are our station, the railroad station. It's really near the railroad station. And the other topic that we cover is the depart for dinner on the lake. Probably in 2022, we had a boat trip, and to get on that boat, I was on the location directly near KKL. So this is the map. Let's look. This is the convention center, KKL. What can we tell about the convention center?
The convention center is really easy to get to. I mean, your hotel is going to be very close. It's walking distance. It's connected. Basically, it's like right next to the main train station with all the trains that are coming in from all over the place. So you'll walk right by it, or you'll walk right, outside of it. And, it's a great location where when you're having your lunch, you'll overlook this beautiful scenery. Actually, you'll see the boats and you'll see the lake and the mountains and stuff like that. It's something completely different than what you would normally experience elsewhere.
Yeah, and we are Monday afternoon, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That will be the conference days. So if you are up front the conference, or you will stay longer after the conference, what are topics? What are places that we need to visit in Lucerne? Do we have some advices on that?
Yes. So for me, what I did when I was there is that in between, when I had a longer gap between sessions or things like that, or later in the evening, I started exploring, because, as you said, the city is not that big, and it's you are in the center of the city, really. So I did walk around to the old town, checked out the old cobble stone roads and the shops and the restaurants. But one of the things that you're seeing is one of the famous landmarks in Lucerne is the Chapel Bridge. And it's a really fascinating bridge. The history is that this bridge was built in 1333. So it's a really, really, really old bridge. And it's beautiful, has a lot of flowers on the side. It's great for people that want to do Instagram photos. But make sure you also visit it at night. You can walk on it at night as well, and it's lighted up. It really brings out, the magic of the city. So that would be my first stop if I would visit Lucerne.
And it's really nearby KQL, so it's more or less in front of the convention center. So what we did 2 years ago when we were there, from the hotel we walked to KQL, and we walked near around the bridge, over the bridge, and see what happens there. Special thing, it's so old, but it's a completely wooden bridge. And what you're saying, at night with all the lights, it's fascinating. It's so beautiful to have that, and we will that be in September. So probably the weather will be probably good, and so
Yeah.
you can walk around in the evening as well.
And the other neat thing is that, on both sides of the bridge, the other ends of the bridge, right? The restaurants and things like that, and pubs and bars and whatever you want to call it, for you to sit there outside, enjoy your meal with your IT pros, or by yourself if you want to. If you're bringing your family, your family can enjoy it as well. And great food, great drinks, amazing view. Like, you just can't pass this off. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's this is really nearby, and everyone visiting the conference can visit this bridge, because we have some spare time in the evening. But if you stay longer before the conference or after the conference, I think there are more places to visit near Lucerne, isn't it?
There's so many other things to visit. There are some amazing churches to visit. And again, these are very like old, and has a lot of history. There's one of the other place that I want to mention. It's called Lion Mountain, and it's an open area exactly like this. You see a lion carved inside, the big rock mountain there, and has a little water or pond, and is visited by a lot of people. The history here is that this was built to commemorate the Swiss gods. Going back from 1820 to 1821. I think it was built around the 1820s. So it's really really old again, but very beautiful to visit. Great place to take pictures. It's not super close to KKL. It's just a little walk up the hill, but again, it's very doable. That's what I did. I walked up there, and then you can come back and take a different path and see other areas of the city.
I will there be before the weekend, probably. So hopefully this will be one of my visits this year. So yeah, hopefully we can enjoy the the things near Lucerne, because
Hmm.
this is not the only thing. There was one other
No.
thing you want to mention.
Yeah. So one other thing is that Mount Pilatus, you have to visit this place. I mean, it's really not far at all from Lucerne. From your hotel, you can take the bus that will take you right to the edge of Mount Pilatus, and then you'll take a cable car. And I think it's two cable cars that takes you up there. It's I'm telling you, it's amazing, amazing scenery, beautiful. Just as you're going up the cable car and you look down and you see the lake, you see, the greenery, the houses, the city, and everything like that. And as you get higher, obviously it's going to get colder. But there's also a train or a tram that they call it. It's actually the steepest uh, tram in the world, uh,
Yeah.
at Mount Pilatus, because it comes back from the other side, and it's actually one of the steepest one that brings you to another side of Mount Pilatus, where you can take a boat back on Lake Lucerne back to downtown Lucerne or KKL location. So what I did with some of my friends, we ended up doing this a day after of Ninja Summit. So we took the bus, we took the cable car, we went up. While a couple of us actually, we wore shorts and we were in t-shirts. We didn't really bring a light jacket or anything like that. So we were pretty cold up there. We were freezing and people looking at us. So just prepare for it. Watch the weather. Bring a light jacket, and you'll be fine. It's amazing. You got to do it. Mont Pilatus. It's one of the highlights of
Yeah,
Lucerne.
Yeah, and if you're staying longer, you have also the opportunity to visit other mountains like the Jungfrau or others, but that's only if you have time because you need to travel a little bit on that. But Mount Pilatus is yeah, one of the most visited mountain within Lucerne probably.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, and keep in mind it's like over 6,900 feet high. So you're way up there, and you're gonna get some really amazing views. It's unbelievable. And they have a place there up there for restaurants, and to have snacks and coffee, beer, wine, whatever. And you can hang out there for a long time. You'll walk inside of the mountain when you're on the top, so you can get like really close to the edge and get some really nice views and photos and stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
Yeah, that, and in the evenings, you already mentioned it a little bit. In the evenings, KKL is really in the city center, as we are told that already. But in the city center, we have there are nice restaurants, cafes, or whatever. So the hotels are there, but you have also the opportunity to chill with other technical fellows on a restaurant, on a terrace, on a cafe, or whatever, and to drink some special things. When 2 years ago, I was there on an evening with my friend Johnny, for example, and we had a lot of fun drinking some nice beers and having conversations till late in the evening. So that is also one of the things that you need to do. Check in with other technical people and make connections, make friends, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, make friends, during the, each day, right? Like connect as you're coming for your sessions, right? Meet up with people who are sitting next to you in a session. Hey, find out, hey, do you have any plans for dinner tonight? What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm going with my friends. You want to join us? That kind of a thing. That's how you expand your friendships. And then you get to meet new people. You get to see some new places and eat some new things.
Yeah.
So they're like fantastic restaurants there. I mean, there are a lot of German restaurants. You know, there's a local brewery, a small little tiny brewery, and right across the bridge and on the the edge of the water and stuff like that. Great place to get to hang out after dinner with friends. People that you meet from the conference. And finally, like, if you're not into, you're afraid of like, oh, I'm not into German food or Japanese or Swiss food and stuff like that, you know, there are options for fast food like McDonald's and Burger King and stuff, but I wouldn't recommend it because if you're going all the way to Lucerne and
Definitely
Switzerland,
not. Definitely not.
right, you should try, what the locals have. So,
Absolutely. And from the locals,
oh, before,
Mirko will probably bring his own beer again.
yes, yes, that's true. That's true. Oh, so another tip as we are talking about Lucerne. So people do realize that Switzerland is expensive, right? It is an
Yeah.
expensive country, food and all that. One tip that actually I want to give because I learned it myself and through friends is that under the main train station or KKL, is basically you can go underneath and then come out to the top. There's a there's a big food court location there. There's a co-op store. Co-op is like their little grocery store,
Yeah.
and where you can buy really cheap.
Supermarket.
The supermarket, yes. So you can buy ready-made meals for really cheap. You can buy fruit, whatever, things like that, sandwiches. But they also have little, um, like food court restaurants, like a kebab place, a Japanese place, things like that, that you
Yeah.
can, or burger place and stuff like that, right? So a lot of us actually would go down there sometimes to have something, um, cheap and easy. And
Yeah. So Harry, we covered a lot. Some nice places to visit when you're in Lucerne. The restaurants, the city center, the lake, and so on. So next time, I think it's good to talk about travel and how to come to Lucerne if people are interested to come, because if they want to come, they need to reserve their spot. Buy your ticket through our website, WPNinjas.eu, and on that website, all information is available. And probably next time we talk about travel.
Yes, absolutely. So until next time, stay tuned and follow us.